Hello, good afternoon, everybody.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Hello, Matthew Stapley. Good morning from Canada. He's on. Would you like to come and join us, Matthew?
Morning, afternoon, Scott. Afternoon, Lisa. You're not in the car. There you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
We caught you in the house. Wow. What can I say?
I can't cope. She's always on the move in the car. I can't cope with her being in the house.
I know. It's not good. Get in your car, Lisa.
Oh, dear.
I hope you're all well. It's lovely to spend time with you this afternoon. What I would say is you may notice there's just the two of us at the minute. Jean does send her apologies, but she's a friend's coming to see her who we lost a friend on Monday, and it's his best friend and just needs a bit of comfort, so he's popping to see Jean. So she does send her apologies, and I said we would all understand because under the circumstances we would all do the same thing, obviously.
Absolutely.
If a friend's in need, then you've got to, haven't you? Bless. And she can always watch it later.
Absolutely.
That's the good thing. As well as welcome everybody here, we should also say welcome to those who are watching when it's not Thursday afternoon, and it could be Friday or 2029 or whatever, and somebody's watching it. You're welcome. Hi. Sorry we can't comment back to you if you start putting comments, but we're not here now. It's gone. It's recorded. This is strange. I'm talking myself into a bit of a Doctor Who timey-wimey situation.
Well, that's fine, though. That's fine if that's what Spirit wants us to do. You know, we always start off doing one thing and end up doing something completely different.
Yeah. Look at that! Look at that one we did the other day when we thought we were going to do a service and it turned into a Q&A. We just went with it. Michael C does exist, everybody.
Yes, he's not a phantom of your imagination.
Sarah Jane, you're having a food afternoon.
Oh.
I reckon that's a typo. I reckon that should be good afternoon. Yeah. There we go. We'll forgive you. You know what we're like. If anybody's watching and you're new, please drop a comment. We like to know where people are, if they're new and where they're coming from. Yes, he's real, Matthew. He's real. He is a real boy. Anyway, before he says it, let's get on with it. Let's get on with it. Could we all blend our energies together, please, friends? Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, thank you for allowing us the privilege of spending this time in the company of yourself and Spirit this afternoon. Father, we appreciate that while we're not a physical church, we do make a connection across the internet, and we all support each other and care about each other and worry about each other. Could we please ask that our guide step forward to support and inspire us through this service, and the loved ones of those watching come forward to offer messages of truth, proof, love and upliftment. And we promise that at the end of this session, Father, we will hand back to you everything which is rightfully yours with love, with honour and glory. Amen.
Amen.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those that trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Amen.
Right, wow. Daniela, you've been with us for a year this month from Australia.
Yep.
Yeah. Gosh, has that been a year? That's flown.
Yeah, really hasn't it? Flown. Just wow.
Yeah.
Well, happy first anniversary, Danielle.
Yeah. And Claire always looks to see what new colours I've put on.
Absolutely. Well, you know that Jean did mine last week for me. Look what's happened.
Yep. Oh.
They've all chipped. So I've but I was brave. I went out and bought some. Look,
fabulous.
I got that's the It's black cherry, and
Oh,
that's a hang on, I've got another one here. Yeah, this one, a spotlight blue,
wow,
and
fabulous.
that looks like it's got a shimmer in it. So
Yeah.
I and I've got a
Well,
base and a top coat as well.
well, when you come to take that color off, just get a soft file and
Yeah,
buff it off. It'll come off,
yeah.
no problem.
Okay, right. Let's get on with it. Okay, you need the pink, right? Okay. Oh, you mean Tony's pink because mine's dark blue, dark.
Which ones? That's one
Yes,
pink, and
which
that's a different
ones?
one.
And
There
you've
you go.
got purple
Anyway,
as well. Anyway,
I have,
in
and my toes match my nails.
absolutely. In view of the fact that Jean has lost this very good friend, and as has Roger, who was a best friend of this gentleman's for more than 30, 40 years. So I'm going to read my poem Grief out. I know she's not listening now, but I know that she'll look back on it later. And I've just called it Grief. Where does grief come from? Why do we cry when someone so dearly loved and wanted dies? When is it okay to stop grieving? Why do we go numb and stop feeling? Grief is a personal thing. It hits us all hard. It gets you like nothing else, like a cut made by a sword. The pain goes very deep down into your soul, and you no longer feel so whole. It is all consuming, powerful, and relentless, and there's a feeling of deep heaviness in your chest. You feel your whole world fall apart, and you wish you could go back to the start. It doesn't matter which loved one it is, that person belonged to you and loved you while they lived. If only they knew it was going to be their last day. If only you had known God was going to take them away. You try and find solace looking at and feeling all the things they had. The photos come out, you look at all their dear faces, and you are glad that they came into your life, whether they be child, brother, sister, husband or wife. I just wish I could have kissed and hugged you once more before you had to go through that heavenly door. One day we'll be together again, no matter how long or how soon. All I ask is you walk ahead slowly and just stay and wait for me just beyond the moon.
Oh,
and that's for, I'll put it on, sweetheart. I'll put it on.
Yeah.
That's for the wonderful dearly departed Wayne, who was also a medium and card reader, and Roger and Jean and all his family and friends. Condolences.
Oh, yeah, I love that. I mean, we were talking just before, weren't we? And we said,
yeah,
even as spiritualists, and we know that they're still around us and they're always about, we still grieve the loss of the physical being.
Yeah.
And it does hurt, and there's no time on grief. You grieve, everybody grieves in their own way. That's one of the first things we learned when I did my cruise bereavement training.
Yeah.
That you have to allow every person who sits in front of you when you're giving them grief support the time to grieve in their own way.
Yeah.
And the thing is with it, I mean, I saw something go up, I think from Scott, who said he felt it yesterday about his mum.
Yeah.
Had a bad day with grief over mum yesterday. You can be 3, 4, 5 years down the line and it can hit you again. Just one small thing can trigger it.
Yeah.
You may see someone with the same hairstyle as your mum had 3 years in the future, and it can bang you back to day one, and it's like you just lost her yesterday. So it is a process. And actually, one of the trainers said, grief is work. Grief is hard work.
Yeah, it is.
And it is. And not enough people give credit to grief. A lot of employers will say, well, you can have a fortnight's bereavement leave. So in 2 weeks' time, you've got to be done and over it. The loss of your loved one, your partner who you've been with, in the Queen's case, 73 years. So in 2 weeks, you've got to be over that and back at work and sat in front of your desk. And I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
Well, I lost both of my parents in 2020. So this year, my mum and dad have both been in spirit 21 years. And yet my best friend, Suzanne, she contacted me. Well, we talk all the time, but something special. They're packing up the house that they used to live in. And she says, I thought I'd send you these, Irene. And there was 3 pictures, one of my mum on her own, and one with Suzanne's mum and dad, and one of just Suzanne's mum and my mum together. And I cried. It was on holiday, and I cried because it doesn't matter. It's, as you say, Tony, just one small thing, a hairstyle, a smell, a word, anything.
Yeah.
It can just like that.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, my mum lost, well, I'm saying lost. My mum's sister, my auntie, passed away. Gosh, I must have been 14. So
yeah,
40 odd years ago. And something will happen and she'll pick her phone up and say, oh, I'll have to let our floor know. Oh, no, you know.
Yeah.
Because she's gone.
I mean, Mandy Nixon, I'm still struggling. It's only been 2 years. You will struggle, sweetheart, but there's no rush. Grief is very, very personal. And if you love somebody that much, whether it be parents, husband, partner, a son, a daughter, auntie, uncle, it still gets you, you know, and it's one of the, I mean, I'm welling up now just thinking about it, you know. But it's one of those processes that you have to go through, and it's just
the other thing. It didn't come from Cruz. It's a personal thing, but you never get over grief. You learn to live with the hole that's left.
Yeah.
Like the other week when Amy put that song title in the comments, and bang, I was back there at the crematorium.
Yeah.
And it overwhelmed me. And Michael still shouts a tear on the beach.
Yeah.
You know, and people will say, well, it was a dog, but she's part of our life. She was part of our family.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there we go.
I mean, again, if anybody's got any questions on this subject, we'll try and answer them the best we can.
Yeah.
But we just know it's a process that everybody has to go through.
Yeah.
If you want to tell us your stories, that's fine too, you know, but that's what we're here for. This is why we say to you guys, if you need anything, whether it be a pet, a baby, a child, a teenager, mum, dad, sister, brother, they're your family. And you know, it's absolutely amazing what things can trigger a tear or a laugh. It's you know, and you're right, Susan Davidson, our pets, our family too.
Yeah. I mean, you know, speaking of pets, I just happened to be watching Gloria Hunniford and Angela Rippon, Rip Off Britain this morning.
Oh yeah,
and
I did see it this morning.
They were talking about pets being stolen.
Oh yeah, it's awful.
One girl, they said it's not just the people who've lost the pets that are been caught out with this. A lady bought a 2-year-old Staffy off the internet and got her, and they said, oh, she's not microchipped or anything, so you'll have to have her all done. So lockdown happened, so it was 9-ish months by the time she got it to the vets, and the first thing they do before they microchip it is scan it, just to make sure, and the dog was already microchipped.
Oh my goodness.
So she went onto this website, tracked down the number, and the dog was on the red list. She'd been stolen about
Oh
3
dear.
weeks before this girl bought her. So after 9 months of having this staffy called Molly, she got in touch with the owners and
yeah,
had to give it back. I mean,
yeah.
she didn't have to, but
It was the right thing to do, though, isn't it?
yeah, and she actually took a video of her walking towards the old owner and let it off its lead and went hurtling to this owner, and it was all over him and wagging, but it kept running back to this young girl who bought her.
Yeah.
Who's had her for 9 months, and she said it was the hardest thing she'd ever had to do.
Yeah, but it was the right thing
for the dog.
Yeah,
and the family, because it was a family that I can't imagine. I mean, and they were saying their advice is, where possible, don't let dogs off the leads.
No.
Walk them on lead, unless you know you're somewhere isolated and safe.
Yeah.
And they said be really secure around car parks as well, people. So if you're listening and you've got dogs, when you're going back to your car, always put them back on lead. She was Pam, she was in tears, bless her. This young girl, she was absolutely heartbroken. But her old name was Storm. I'd rather have Molly than Storm, but never mind.
Well, yeah, everybody's to their own, isn't it? I mean, when we lost Blaze, we said never again. And then I saw Dexter's story and it made me cry. And I said, I don't care, Ed, I'm having him. I'm having him because he had such a horrible life.
Was he already called Dexter when you got him?
Yeah, he was. I don't know if the rescue home had named him that, but he had such a he'd known nothing but beating and starvations. So when he came to us at 6, we've had him 2.5 years now. When he came to us at 6, his eyes were just like 2 dead pools of black. There was no feeling there, nothing.
No, Tia was the same.
But
Tia
now,
was the same.
Wouldn't know it was the same dog.
No, you've done really well with him, Irene. You really have.
Yeah, it's only through love and good training, that's all.
Yeah. Tia was the same. It was years before she would even come and sit on the settee next to you. And I mean years and years before she would sit on the settee. And in her last 2 years, she became, you saw her, she became a really friendly, affectionate dog.
Oh, she was lovely, your Tia. Absolutely. Yeah. But I mean, the thing is with Dexter, the one thing that, I mean, I've never known a dog to destroy balls like he does. We get him the big, thick Kong ones, and they don't last him 5 minutes, and they're supposed to be indestructible. Not with him, they're not. No. But the one thing that he does do, when Ed goes to work, he gets anxiety, depression, separation anxiety. And like now, he's just laid on his bed and he doesn't come anywhere near me, and he'll lay there all day. As soon as Ed opens that door, whoosh, he's through the door like a.
So
like
he's a man's dog.
Yeah,
so he's a man's dog.
I think that's because his second owner, who really, really wanted him and really begged for him, was sofa surfing. She forgot to feed him, and she left him anywhere and everywhere, so he escaped. Then he was put on death row. Then he escaped from there and he went on the streets for 18 months. And then he went back to the pound and on death row again. And then eventually the rescue place got him out, and then he came to us.
Oh, bless him. Oh, well,
but he's loved now.
He is. Bless him. Bless him.
What's this? Do you know, unlock your doors. The lady was held at knife point.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
They are. They're really.
Oh, they're really horrible.
Gloria Hunniford was saying she went to look for a dog for a friend, a particular breed, and they wanted upwards of £5,000.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, and don't get me started on crossbreeds that they're charging hundreds of pounds for.
No,
it annoys me. But anyway, I feel Spirit wants us to move on to what I don't know, but I feel I'm being pushed. But there was something else I wanted to talk about. There was the grief, and there was something else that popped into my head that I wanted to mention today, but it'll come back to me. It'll come back to me. It was something to do with the live we did yesterday for the Rainbow Project.
Oh, right. Okay.
There was something that was mentioned. Oh, it went really well. Thank you. Yes. We've had requests. We said we want ideas of people that they want us to do.
Yeah.
And one of them said he wanted a walking group, and it's just popped back into my head when I said that. But Anne-Marie Cover, who watches our services sometimes, she wants us to do a Wathall drag race.
Oh, well, why not?
And I love that idea. I really love that idea. So we're going to do that.
Yeah,
we are
absolutely
going to do that. So I'm going to get my wigs out.
Yeah.
Get my makeup out and my heels, and Miss Penetration is going to make an appearance.
I love the name. Oh, that's ace.
Yeah. So we're going to do as
you'd have to get Miss Fifi involved.
Oh, Miss Fifi's going to be RuPaul. She's going to host and compare it.
Oh, that's okay then.
Yeah. So
I won't ask where you got the name from. Yes, well, on that note, but that's a lovely idea.
The other thing I wanted it is, and we're going to do it as a fundraiser, so there'll be tickets going on sale and things, and we'll have a bit of a barbecue and make a day of it.
Yeah.
And we're also going to do a pre-Pride party. So I think Pride's normally the 3rd Saturday of June. So the Friday before that, we're going to have an outdoor event on the grounds of Wathall. We're going to have stalls and food and sell teas and coffees and things. And we'll have Miss Fifi will be there again. So that's another one we're going to do. But the thing that popped into my head that we talked about last night that I think we need to bring up here as well is the increase at the minute of instances of hate crime based on religion, gender, sexuality and things is on the increase. And what I wanted to say is if anybody's watching or anybody watches this in the future and you are having issues, if you don't want to deal with it yourself, you can always contact myself or Michael or even Irene and Jean, and they will pass the message across to us. But
absolutely,
the Rainbow Project are a hate crime reporting centre. So we have links into the police force through our local constable who deals with it. So if you want something reporting and you're in the South Yorkshire area, get in touch with myself, Michael, Jean or Irene, and they'll pass the message over to Michael and myself, and we'll report it in through the Rainbow Project on your behalf. It can be completely anonymous. You don't have to do it. And yes, like Michael said, the political landscape at the minute is scaring me because the government seem to be going back to the 80s and bits of Section 28 seem to be rearing their ugly heads again, and we don't want that, especially around the trans community. It's just awful what's going on in the trans community at the minute. Well, not in the trans community, but towards the trans community from outside. And having a transgender child, it's really scary, really, really scary.
Well, yeah, that's something you know about with Ben, you know, because you've gone through it. I wouldn't know where to start. I'm honest, Tony. I wouldn't know where to start. But as far as I'm concerned, be you. Be the best you that you can be, and don't try and be anybody different, because if you're not happy, then you're not. There's something that you're not doing right. And live and let live. It doesn't matter who you love, whether black, green, red, white, yellow, as long as you're not Mr. Blobby.
No, exactly. We don't. No. I would make an exception. I would deny Mr. Blobby any protection under the Equalities Act.
Absolutely.
Because it just irritates me. But yeah, like Claire said, the Equality Act is very clear in which characteristics are protected, and
so if you're not sure,
Yeah, religion is one of them. Disability, race, gender, and sexuality are all protected characteristics. There are some more, but we do not tolerate hate, which is why in all of my credits, when I do my credits, it has you will respect everybody on the feed, and anything that is aimed towards myself, I'm not bothered. I can take it. I'm a big enough brute to take rubbish, but nobody is disrespecting my congregation and Jean and Irene when they're on screen, or Michael. And our religion of spiritualism, especially Christian spiritualism, we're protected two ways. We are protected under the Equality Act, and if anybody starts anything, they will be reported for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've let things slide once, and I'm not doing it again.
No,
so if anybody attacks us on our religion, they will be reported.
It's a shame that in this day and age it's got to come to that, but you know,
it has, and unfortunately, it's rife. I mean, yeah, I've got comments when I walk out on our street from a guy, and I'm tired of him now. So he will be reported if he does it again. There we go.
Is this the one that you told me about that lives opposite you when we come up the other day? Yeah. Well, there's a lot of people. I won't tell you what happened, but on Tuesday I had a small incident happened, and I put a post on our local hub saying very sarcastically, "Thank you very much for doing this, this, and this. Next time, don't." And the backlash was just unbelievable. I took it down. I couldn't.
I mean, kidding.
No, somebody told me I was completely insane, and if that's all I'd got to worry about, I'd got to go and get a life. So somebody else told me to get a grip because I was bordering on being out of control. And I thought, well, if that's your attitude, and I had there was some good comments.
Yeah.
You know, he said, well, you know, you should have been asked and blah, blah, blah. I'll explain later what happened. There was some good comments, said, well, they should have done this and they should have done that, and better here than there, and blah, 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 blah. But it was so hateful. One man, I didn't even look at his name. He just said, well, I didn't think you expected that backlash, did you, Irene? And I thought, that's it. I'm taking this down.
No, it's crazy. It's because people are sat behind a keyboard and they don't realize that words hurt. Words really hurt. And be it about whatever, how you sweep your yard or whatever, it still affects people. And just because you've typed it and not said the words out of your mouth, the cause and effect are the same. Your words have damaged somebody, and you can't do it. It shouldn't be allowed. And Pam, if you're having issues with your spiritual circle, if it's people within the circle, that's different. That's more tricky to deal with. But people outside, I mean, I've been in a church when people have banged on the doors and things, and you shouted, and it's just ridiculous. But yeah, some people can deal with it and sail through it. Other people, it does hurt, and it's not good. It's not good. And
I mean, it didn't bother me what they did. It was the way it was done.
Yeah.
That's, it's not you good. Know, like I say, I'll tell you after quickly what it was about. But you know, this. I mean, I've lived in this village, in this house, 21 years this year. I've never had any bother whatsoever. And this is the one and only time that I've ever put a comment on our local hub. I shan't be putting another one. I'm taking myself out of the group, because if that's their attitude, you know, not
Sorry,
interested.
I'm not laughing at you. I've just seen Michael's.
Oh dear.
It is. It's absolutely belting.
They're leaking here too in Doncaster, Michael, so you're not on your own, sweetheart.
Oh dear. Anyway, it's turned into another one of those chat groups, but like Sarah Jane says, They wouldn't say it to your face, though, Irene. No, you
No,
see, and that's the difference.
That's it,
They
Sarah
think it's
Jane. They won't. They think it's okay to say these things where you can't see a face, and like Tony's just said, they type it. But you come and knock on my door and say it, and then
yeah,
see what you get.
exactly.
I mean, you all know me. I haven't got a bad bone in my body. I'm not jealous of anybody. It's just I was so angry.
She has. Yes, she has. She puts on this nice, friendly, or when she's on screen.
Yeah,
Backstage, it's a different matter. I'll tell you.
It's not. Alex, don't. Yes, Alex, they are. But this is the reason, though, where I live, there's only maybe 4 people in the whole village that know what I do because of all the backlash I would get. So, it's I just don't tell them, and I purposely don't work in the village for the same reason. So no, I'm not going to be defeated, sweetheart. I'm just keeping away from them because I'm not jealous and I'm of anybody or anything.
No,
I haven't got a jealous bone in my body.
John Parry. Oh, I sent you that poem from Sue, didn't I? Sue sent me another poem in. John's wife.
Yes.
That's
yes.
That's fine. That's fine.
I have just received it.
I was having one of those blonde moments. Thinking, did I send that over? Sue sent it me. Keyboard warriors have always enjoyed hurting people in any way they can. Yeah, the cowards, John, the cowards. Yeah. That's the trouble.
Absolutely.
Anyway, I've just realised I was that busy trying to sort my internet out because up until 10 minutes before the service, we didn't have internet. It had gone down, so I was busy trying to sort it out. I've not put my shirt on. I'm in civvies.
Well, I'm sure that we'll cope for once, Tony. I'm sure we will.
I'm sure we'll. Yes, thank you, Sue. It was beautiful. I read it through. It was beautiful.
Yes, beautiful it was. Poem. Thank you. I will sort it out and get it read perhaps over the weekend.
And Sue and everybody who's watching, Irene now has her website up. I'm just waiting for a biography from her to put up.
Yes, I'm going to do that today.
It's Casual Thursday, Trace. It is, yeah. And also, Irene and myself both have blog spaces on our websites. And if you have any writing, be it yours or somebody else's, a verse from the Bible, a poem, anything you like that you want us to put up for the people to enjoy, send it over, and either myself or Irene will put it up on our blog spaces, give you credit for it. We just want as much material up as possible because everything helps somebody in a different way.
Absolutely. Even if you want to start a chat or a conversation about something, all we ask is be respectful as always, and of course no bad language.
Yeah,
because that's one thing I won't stand. I will not stand.
No.
Bad language. And you can also reach Jean through our websites as well if you want to. I've told Jean that I'll share my website with her.
And Mr. Parry, you've got to write something nice and short and spiritual and send it me over and I'll put it up. John's writing's wonderful. I would recommend a book he wrote called Primrose Hill. It's a beautiful little book. It's only a short little book. It's a couple of hours read. It's lovely. It's a really, really lovely story. It's available on Amazon. It's available on Amazon. I have a couple of copies, but I recommend buying it because then John gets some money for it. He's also written a really long book called Raven World, which is a little bit sort of Games of Thrones type.
Wow!
And it's quite a thick book, and it's really good read as well. I read the proof of it. It's a really good read.
Perhaps you could introduce me to your publisher, John, because I'm having trouble because I want to publish my poems, and I've had to go. I've contacted several. Nothing's come back. So last week I physically walked into Waterstones and asked him there.
John, message Irene. Irene, message John. I'll hook you two up.
Okay. Oh, that'd be nice.
Okay.
watch your space, Sue.
Two's company, three's more fun.
Well, I know what Ed would say.
I didn't say that.
I know what Ed would say. He'd say, "Oh, get on with it. I don't mind."
As long as you're happy, it's fine.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Dear, mate. Well, that was 40 minutes of really interesting chat. It really was. Thank you, everybody.
We're not finished yet. Has anybody got any questions? Because I feel as though this is turning into a Q&A.
My guides are just around me, but they're
not
quite
doing
happy
anything.
Not bringing anybody in. They're just happy giving me inspiration to talk about.
Tara's gone, yay, Tony.
Yeah.
I bet the other day when I was at Tony and Michael's house, I had to laugh at the look on his face. Jane was doing my nails. Michael had gone upstairs to do some work, and Tony was sat doing my website for me. And suddenly he got this picture pop up, and he went, "Oh, I don't want that." And it was a lady showing her assets.
Yes, one of these messenger. So-and-so wants to send you a message, and I clicked on it to delete it, and oh dear me, bless her. I think she was wearing 2 postage stamps and a bit of dental floss. I could be wrong.
Oh, dearie me.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Things that no gentleman wants to see, really. But there we go. Bless
her. Well, some gentlemen, but not you.
Not me. The other thing I will say is Spiritual Unity. I've changed some of the settings, so please, if you go to post something in Spiritual Unity, don't be surprised if it says your post's waiting for approval, because of all of the stuff, I was going to say a rude word then, all of the rubbish that's gone off in there, I've put it onto post approval so people can. There you go, Irene.
Oh, thank you, John. And I was only joking, Sue. I didn't mean anything by it. You know, I know Sue's watching, so I've got a husband of my own, so I don't want another one. But yes, thank you. I will get in touch a bit later if that's okay, John, and we'll see if we can sort something out.
Yeah. Yeah, like I say, a lot of spamming was going off in there, so I've put everything onto post approval now, and I've also got to approve people before they enter the group. So I'm sorry if it seems a bit panicky, but I just don't want people harassing through any of my groups.
This is what happened last week. This is how we got this person that was so abusive to us all. But they came through when I found it quite by accident. I was putting my poems on, and that's where the harassment came, because my poetry was going on, and this person kept anybody that commented or said they liked it. Do you want to read in? Do you want to read in? And I deleted lots, and I told Tony, so that's why we've got it on, and that'll be on my page as well. You'll have to need approval. I know that you lovely people, you're all welcome on my page, the same as, we don't want to let anybody out, but we've got to stop people abusing us and trying to get in onto our live feeds, because it's not it's not the right thing to do. It's not respectful.
It's not respectful. And also it's if these people are genuine mediums, it's not professional. You don't do that. That's not how you get readings and things. I would always recommend, if you want a reading, ask people who they've had readings from. Get recommendations, because that's the best way to go. I did feel awful because there was a person watching one of my live feeds when I gave Jean a message. And he started messaging her, and he's taken her for a mug. He really hasn't. I feel guilty because it was my feed. That's why we're so hot on it now, and we stop people from messaging, because there are vulnerable
But
people
you're
out
not
there.
responsible for what other people do, Tony.
I know, but you still feel
I know,
it, don't you? You think,
I know
oh
what you're
my
saying.
word,
I
because
do
of
know what
how.
you're saying.
I mean, I'm not going to go into the circumstances, but she is very vulnerable.
Yeah.
She had a really close. Somebody really, really close to her passed, and it was tragic. And she wants to hear from him. Of course she does.
Yeah, of course.
But that's not how you do it. Not how you do it at all. I
No.
just don't like it, and I won't have people doing it on the back of my feeds or anything I've done.
And of course, as you know, you can always come to myself, Tony, Jean, and Michael does little bits here and there as well. Not as much as what we do, and in different ways. But Michael is excellent at philosophy. Yeah, he can. Where you know, but if you don't want any of us to do a reading for you, we will always recommend a good, reputable medium because we know lots of them. Roger being one, Jean's friend who's gone to see her today. He's a fabulous medium. And there's our lovely Sarah Stirrup, who comes on here and has her own feed. She's a wonderful medium.
She is.
And
even her husband's a good medium.
Yeah, Kevin.
He really is.
And Pam Duffy, she's another one that's a lovely medium as well. So, you know, we all know people that work mainly in your areas, and if we don't know them, we will put feeds out to find out so you don't get scammed.
And if you want an animal reading, Libby Cook is amazing. Amazing medium. And she gives messages from animals. It's incredible. So yeah, please just be careful. Don't ever answer one of those spam messages.
You've also got what's her name? She calls herself Madame Cesar now. She reads tea leaves. Joanne. She does tea leaf readings, but she's another fabulous medium. We've had her at our centre doing you know, because we have demonstrations. If you wanted a trance medium, there's Sharon, I can't remember her name.
Fenton.
Yeah, Sharon Fenton. She's a wonderful trance medium. You know, so we know people even to doing things like psychic cards. And if you if you live Barnsley Way, of course, you've got the wonderful Ruth Ibbotson and Lynn Wood who run Pathway to Spirits there. They're wonderful mediums as well. So wherever you live, we know somebody, and if we don't know, we will find out for you so you don't get scammed. So
definitely.
You know, and that's all to keep you all safe as well as us as well. You know, that's what this group's all about.
It is, and we want to look to start doing something different. So Jean and I, now we can start getting together. Jean, I and Irene might get together one day and do a feed from our house, and we'll do ribbons or psychometry or flowers, or just to give you something slightly different to work with, and a different view of how tools can help you make a connection with spirit in a different way. And if there's anything else you want, or anybody you want us to get on to give a talk or a Q&A session, let us know. Nick, when he's a bit better, and because I mean he's just lost his dad and he's hurt his hand, and there's all sorts going off with Nick, but he has said he'll come and do a Q&A and a talk, both for us on here and on the Rainbow Project as well. So you might get to see him twice. He's wonderful, Nick. I love Nick.
He's another good medium. And Sarah Beavers at Bridlington, she's a wonderful medium as well, isn't she? Sarah Beavers.
Yeah, she can.
You know, and there's also, we have spoke about it briefly, Jean, Tony and I, with Michael, of course, and at some point when we get together, we're going to see if we can set something up where we can perhaps say, come to your area and do a physical service there. And, you know, so that you'll see us all, so that you know that we're definitely not robots.
Kate,
well,
Kate Laws will come to you and do a reading if you want, darling.
Absolutely. Anything to go to Australia. I have family in Australia, so
well,
you know.
And while we're in Australia, we can pop over and see our friends Scott and Marsha in New Zealand.
Yeah,
that would
absolutely.
be wonderful.
It would.
Go and see Hobbiton, where they filmed the Hobbit films and the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got lots of ideas and lots of things we want to do. I still want to start doing a I don't want to call it awareness and development. I want to do a spiritual connection group where we learn to where we can help people to open up to spirit and to make their connections and things. So yeah, we will. I'm looking at how we can do that. Yeah.
Can I just answer this? Jan Faraday, there is, I've just done a pendulum course and I'm learning now to use my pendulum with crystals. If you want to learn, there is a lovely lady called Dana Mentilip. She's from the Oxford area. She has a site called Spirit Walker Crystals, and she does a 10-week pendulum course. If you pop over to her website, it's all on there. And I learned a lot more doing this course than what I've always had a pendulum, but I really did learn how to use it, and it's so in depth. And it's a 10-week course, and it's not expensive. I think it's about £35-40, something like that, for the 10-week course. And that's Spirit Walker Crystals. So if you pop across to her website and have a look, she's got several courses. But if you're interested in doing pendulums, that is the one to do, because I've just bought myself 2 new pendulums. Because also she does bags of crystals for your chakras, and she does a bag of crystals for success and another one for emotions and that sort of thing. So you can learn to use your pendulum. So if somebody wants to know if they was going to be successful, you could get the success stones out and use your pendulum for that. That's what I'm learning at the moment.
Wonderful.
So,
but yes, Michael does love
his pendulums.
He uses them with our angel cards,
which
is really interesting. It's really good.
Let me just get me a new one. It's on here.
But yeah, if there's anything you want, anything you'd like us to go into, just drop us a message, and we'll certainly, if we can't sort it out, we will certainly get.
This is my new one. If you can. There we go.
Oh, Michael's got one like that. It's got the chakra crystals, and then his has got an amethyst on the bottom.
This is a lapis lazuli, and there you've got all the chakra crystals, and you've also got a little heart on it as well.
Oh,
if you can see it, where are we? Go up a bit there.
Oh, cool. There. Oh, lovely.
So that's the one that only came yesterday. So that's the one I've just bought.
So it's new.
It is new. I haven't even had time to bless it or cleanse it or anything yet, because it only came yesterday. But yes, anybody interested?
Anything you would like, let us know, and we'll try and sort that out for you. I'm trying to work out whether I would start a closed Facebook group and do a course through that, or whether I would do it on Zoom or something. But I'm trying to work it out. But I will get.
What's this for?
Spiritual connections.
All right. Yeah.
To try and develop people who want to work, and we have got 2 people who want to come on and do a guest medium spot, 2 upcoming mediums. So I'm going to contact them after this and get back in touch and set a date up with them.
Okay. Is it next Friday that we not this Friday coming, not tomorrow? Is it next Friday that we're doing the photos?
I think yes, it is. It is.
Yes,
so if you want, we will take the first 10 photos that come in from. So if anybody would like to send a photograph of somebody who has passed, and we'll do a reading with it. So if you send them in now, we will take the first 10, and then it'll be closed. I am sorry, but we ended up with dozens last time. So he's got his doof.
He's got Michael's got his pendulum out as well.
Mrs. There we
Yeah,
are.
can I just say, Jan, as well as that, I've also got a pendulum board that was made for me by a lovely guy who is also a medium called Ricky Chuck. And he's
Oh,
one
it's
of our
lovely, Ricky.
congregation, and he's absolutely brilliant. And if you get the pendulum board, instead of using your hands all the time, and it's easy to take it anywhere because they're not huge. So there's all sorts of things that you can do. So, but if you want any more information, Jan, just message me and I'll give you the information. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Ricky, I got mine from Ricky Chuck. I asked him to make me one, and he did. And it's one I can put crystals on and use my pendulum with it as well.
Facebook user, if you've put that message on, can you just drop your name so we know who you are? I don't know why your name's not coming up, but for some reason it's not bringing your name up, sweetheart. So if you can just drop your name in, and we'll so we know who we're talking to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you very much. So
last time I used my pendulum, it nearly took my eyes out. Well, Michael, you shouldn't let it spin so fast that it wouldn't take your eye out. Oh,
it does.
dear.
It really gets going when Michael uses it.
Are you sure it was your pendulum and not Tony giving you a black eye, Doc?
Yes. That's another story.
Not that I'm condoning violence,
you,
of
Lisa
course.
Walker. I've just received your photograph, sweetheart. Thank you. We'll file that. So we've got 9 spaces left for the
Facebook user. Can you put your name up, sweetheart? Because we don't know who you are.
Your name's not coming up, darling. Can you just pop your name up and we know who we're talking to, darling? Yeah, just pop your name through, because we can't see your name for some reason, darling. Michael's got 3, so this one's 4. So 6 spaces left.
6, yes.
Yes, if you send them across to Michael, then we don't know who's.
That's right.
Penny Wright, send it across to Michael Swindells.
And please remember that all of our photos that you send us, if it's a group photo, everybody on that photo must be in spirit, sweetheart. Okay, so if you send us photographs in a group with people that are still on Earth plane, that it confuses the spirit. The energies can get muddled and we can't read properly. So only people that are in spirit if it's a group photo, and that includes animals as well. We can, if you've got a picture with that you're holding an animal, or you've got an animal, as long as that animal's the spirit side as well, then that's okay too.
We might get something from your past pets.
Yeah.
I've never.
Oh, Crystal. Hi, Crystal.
Crystal. Yes, I remember giving you the reading now. Oh, you were lovely. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've nearly come to time. Sorry, it turned into a bit of a talking shop, but it's been lovely.
They're still with us, so they must have enjoyed it.
Yeah. I don't know why it ain't coming up.
No.
But yes, it was a lovely reading. I remember that. It was lovely. Yeah.
And we haven't even got a picture of you, Crystal. Normally you come up with your name and a picture, and we haven't even got that. We've just got a silhouette and an F, and that's all for Facebook before anybody said anything else.
Very odd. But yes, it's yes, your sister and niece were on last time, I remember. It was lovely. It has been uplifting, Sue, I do agree. And we will pop while we're at home, and I'll have that Reiki off you. I would really appreciate that. Sue does Reiki and massage and stuff. She's wonderful.
Sue Parry.
Wonderful. Sue Parry, yeah.
I do Reiki. I do second, and I do Sikhem as well. But for some reason, I'm Reiki too, and I'm Sikhem too as well. So
Never,
and
never
what with
heard
that
of Sekim.
Sekem, it's very similar to Reiki. You can work with the two
Ah,
together, but I also use my crystals as well.
cool.
So
now it's been a lovely afternoon.
it's been great.
It's kept my mind off the horrible weather we've got.
Yes.
It's really awful, and these two are going to need a wee at some point, and they're going to complain because it's
all
raining.
Dexter does is go to the back door, go outside, turn around, and come back in again. He hates the rain.
Yeah, nightmare. So just notices we're doing service on Friday. Sunday, unfortunately, I'm booked, so I'm out doing a physical service on Sunday. So our divine service will be moved to Monday night. So if you know anybody, or you need healing, or your pets, or somebody's pet needs healing, let us know for Monday, and we will include them in our healing prayers on Monday. What have we got next week?
Well, I'm booked. I know I'm booked to do a Zoom service next Sunday. You'll see it on the calendar, Dux. I put it on there, and
Right.
I'm with Rachel Tempest. I do physical services for at Leeds. It's the first time I've done a Zoom for them.
Yeah. I'm at Nottingham. So if anybody's in the Nottingham area, I'm at Nottingham Spiritualist Church.
Oh, yes, Sunday. You are. Yes, you are. I saw that.
Then on Tuesday, I'm doing demonstration in Seaham, up in County Durham. So if anybody's in that area, get in touch with Seaham Church, and they take bookings, so you've got to book your seat. And then I'm doing a Zoom on Wednesday for Stockton Healing Service. I think we're all booked for that one.
Right.
If you're free.
Okay.
I'll double check with them. But then Friday is the photo service. We'll put a post up when it's full. And don't forget, on Wednesday there's Bridlington Christian Spiritualist and Spiritist Fellowship. They do an online service, and Thursday will be Reverend Nick's service. Tuesday next week, Pam Duffy is Seaham, 7:00. And the Jamie movie is out September the 17th on Prime Video, apparently. The movie of everybody's talking about, Jamie. Ha ha! That's wonderful.
Is it Fifi that's done the movie as well?
No, it's he is in it. He has a cameo.
Oh, why did you give him the lead role? It's brilliant.
He's too old. He's got to play 14. 16. Okay. Because Jamie went to his prom in drag at 16. Bless him. Pam, if you do come, it'll be wonderful to see you.
Yes, and he can bring all our love to you as well, Pam. If you do see him, he can give you big hugs from me and Jean as well.
Definitely. So that's everything, I think. When did you say you're doing your Zoom?
Let me get my diary, just a sec.
Oh. Okay. Dear me.
Oh, easy to grab my diary than it is my phone.
Cheers.
Right. I've got a Zoom service tonight with Martin Connor again. I did that one last Thursday, and I'm not booked in for tonight, but he's messaged me and asked me if I'll do it. So,
oh, nice.
Sunday, that's cancelled. Right. Okay. I've got. I'm up at not literally. It's the Colton Institute at Leeds on
Oh,
Zoom.
right.
Rachel Tempest, that's 6:30. That's next Sunday.
Yeah.
And then
I did a physical service with her. That was nice.
And then my first physical is Thursday, the 3rd of June, and I'm going to the Hereafter Spiritual Centre at Ollerton Bywater with lovely Sue Caldwell.
Oh, lovely.
I don't think you've done that one, have you?
I don't think so, but let me just double check my diary, because no, 29th. Somebody messaged me today and said, can I confirm your service for the 29th of August? And I thought, oh.
29th of August? Blimey, yeah. That's a bit ahead, isn't it?
The most I could say is, yes, it's in my diary, because I don't know what's going to happen between now and August. But yeah, thank you for a lovely evening, lovely afternoon, everybody.
Yes.
It's been absolutely wonderful again. You guys really lift my spirits. You really do. And you've no idea how much your support means to the four of us.
Oh, it's absolutely
it
wonderful.
Really is wonderful.
Yeah, we could not have wished for a better congregation, could we, Tony?
No,
and I know that Jean would say the same thing. We love working for you. We love having these chats and doing the Q&As and all things that go with it. We just absolutely enjoy doing it. Otherwise, we wouldn't do it.
No,
but to me, this is not a job. This is just something that I just love to do. Absolutely a privilege every time. Oh, bless. It's not luck, Pam.
No,
Thank you for those kind words. It's not luck. It's just we're lucky for you to want us to keep doing it. We're the lucky ones.
And this is why we can't ever turn into a physical church, because it just wouldn't work. It wouldn't work because we've got so many people from so many different places that, I mean, if I did set a physical church up, I would still have to keep doing the online services as well, because it just, I couldn't not do them.
We could probably, I know that we're doing a physical, the three of us, for Sarah Stirrup. Is it next month we're going to Sarah's?
I'm not sure.
In Manchester.
I'm not sure if it's online or physical.
No, I think it's she's opening on the, hang on, I've got it here somewhere. That's we've got Bluebell Wood on the 25th of June. I know that we're doing one. Sorry, if you're on, can you just put it on? I'm almost so sure that we're doing a physical for Sarah Stirrup up at Manchester. I just can't remember.
Reverend Sarah's, they're staying physical and online. That's lovely.
Yeah,
really
good.
Nice.
Yes. Looking forward to your open day in July, Sarah.
Yes, that's going to be lovely.
It is
going to be lovely.
But you're booked out that day, aren't you? So you can't come because you've already said. It's the I've just.
Sarah, what's your open day, darling?
It's I think she said they're open from the. I've seemed to have got the 19th in my head for some reason.
I've got the 15th.
Is that what it? 15th of June or July?
July.
Right, let's have a look. That might be it then.
Because I've got that book. 3rd of July.
Oh, 3rd of July. Hang on.
3rd of July. No, I've got nothing.
No. 3rd of July is Sarah's opening day. It's a Saturday.
Yeah.
I was looking for the other one. Yes. Here it is. Monday the 19th of July. There we go. I thought it was the 19th. Monday the 19th of July, and I'm sure it's a physical that Sarah wanted with all three of us.
Oh, cool.
Because there was opening. I think she said there's something like the 17th. I think, but we can check with her, can't we?
Yeah.
We can check with her. So.
No problem at all. Anyway, thank you very much, everybody. It's been a lovely afternoon. Could you close the service in prayer before we get washed away here?
Yes, I will. Could we bow our heads, please, friends? Dear Lord, Divine Father, thank you once again for letting us gather and have a chat and discuss all things spiritual and non-spiritual. We ask that you send healing around the world, Lord. You know where it's needed most, to our animal kingdom and to our wonderful Mother Earth. And we ask that you could find food for the hungry and warmth and shelter for the homeless, Lord. And could I please ask be a guardian angel, be with each and every one of you until we meet again. Amen.
Amen. Lord, keep us safe this evening, secure from all our fears. May angels guard us while we sleep till morning light appears. Amen.
Amen. Not quite, Jean. Yeah, your voice
no,
has
it's
changed,
not quite,
Jean.
Yeah. But we couldn't say good night this night because it's not night time yet. But there we go.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
All right.
Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you stay safe. It's been an absolutely wonderful night.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah. See you later, people. Bye.
Bye-bye. See you. Bye-bye.